Anytime you think the big spending Albanese Labor government is bad, look at Britain's big spending Labor government. Its Chancellor yesterday announced another $50 billion of extra taxes.
If you're asking, does this have a cost for working people, I acknowledge it does. I said that in the budget last year.
Conservative leader Kemi Badenoch tore her apart.
Last year, she put up taxes by £40 billion, the biggest tax rate in British history. She promised that she wouldn't be back for more. She swore it was a one-off. She told everyone that from now on, it would be stability and she would pay for everything with growth. Today, she has broken every single one of those promises. If she had any decency, she would resign.
Now, there is a parallel here. Our Albanese government was today boasting it was giving yet another handout, $16 billion to cut student debt. That British Labor tax hit yesterday was to pay for even more massive handouts.
This budget increases benefits for 560,000 families by an average of £5,000. They are hiking taxes on workers, pensioners and savers to pay for handouts to keep their backbenchers quiet.
Joining me from London is Patrick Christys, star presenter of GB News. Patrick, what does your Labor government's budget tell us?
Well, welcome to Benefits Britain. Firstly, Andrew, it's an absolute pleasure to be here. This budget is for the shirkers and not the workers. I was doing some currency exchanging earlier. We've had 133.7 billion Australian dollars worth of tax rises in just 16 months. The welfare state will be 822.76 billion Australian dollars by 2030. 1 in 4 workers will be paying the higher rate of tax, which means that nurses, teachers and police officers, well, they're now going to be classed as wealthy. The other aspect of this, which is particularly irksome, is that if you are a Somalian, a Pakistani or a Bangladeshi living in Britain, you can now have as many children as you want and the taxpayer will help to pay for them. There's also going to be a tax on fun. So things like milkshakes, taxis, a tax on taxis, hotel stays. So if I wanted to leave my house in this country and go and visit my own parents in my hometown, I would have to pay a tax just to go there and stay in a hotel. I'm very surprised they haven't taxed the very air we breathe, but this is what we get, isn't it, unfortunately, from a Labour government. They said they wouldn't do it. They've done it more, and they've done it on steroids. And now, you know, it's no surprise, is it, really, that plenty of people are on the first plane out of here and going to places like Dubai and, dare I say it, possibly Australia as well, if you'll have us.
No, I'm not sure about that Australia's a refuge because, like you, I suspect the pandemic handouts and the lockdowns and all the government spending then to sort of soften the blow and keep it, it's got people used to the handout mentality, Patrick. And our Labor, big spending Labor government, attacks any politician now talking about cutting the handout mentality, cutting spending. Is there any pushback? Well, it sounded like it. A pushback in Britain to this welfare statism.
Yeah, there's a pushback in Britain from the opposition, clearly, as you were hearing there, but also from the British public. But that doesn't seem to bother this Labour government. So Rachel Reeves, as our Chancellor, is now the least popular Chancellor since records began. Our Prime Minister, Sir Keir Starmer, is now the least popular Prime Minister since records began. But, you know, people need to wake up to exactly what this is going to mean. I mean, the other aspect of this is that they said they would do things like cut all asylum seeker hotel accommodation, stop putting them in those migrant hotels. And then it emerges in this budget that they are going to triple the amount of money that we are spending on asylum seeker accommodation. So what's happening in Britain right now is finally, people are waking up to where their hard-earned tax money is going. And we've got 309,000 more unemployed people than since Labour came into office. So it really is driving a complete wedge in society. And I can't help but wonder whether or not we are taking part in some kind of experiment, see how far people can be pushed before there is some kind of civil unrest. I don't enjoy saying that, but it does feel as though we are being deliberately pushed to the brink a bit here.
And just quickly, I'm sorry to cut you so short of time.
Right.
Jamie Badenoch seemed to be hitting a stride there. She sounded actually quite good.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, she really was. I mean, admittedly, it was absolute fodder to go at. I mean, there was even one comical moment, Andrew, where the budget was leaked to the press in full an hour before Rachel Reeves delivered it. And so Rachel Reeves was handed a mobile phone in the House of Commons so she could see that her entire budget had been leaked to the press. You know, does really lend weight to the idea that it's a bit of a circus, and Rachel Reeves, I'm afraid, and Keir Starmer are the clown show.
Patrick Christys, thank you so much for your time.